Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Baker with Maximize Living. I'm really glad you're watching this video because if you're watching this, that means you're getting ready to start working out. And the reason why we created this video is just to bridge that gap between you sitting there and just working out. It's become a weird thing. It's not a normal thing. It's not fun. It sucks. And we need to get you to the point where it's part of your routine. And part of this is also getting you ready to do MaxT3. And so we're gonna be going through some different workouts today. It's a very simple concept, very simple workout. We're only gonna have two different workouts. You're gonna do one on, say, Monday. Workout number two you'll do on Tuesday. You'll take Wednesday off and then repeat workout one on Thursday and then workout two again on Friday. So you're gonna be working out 4 times per week, and these workouts should take you at max 12, maybe 15 minutes tops. And I'm gonna talk to you about a progression as far as how you can get more and more out of this and keep challenging yourself and getting better shape every single day. So the goal of this video is very simple. One, I want to show you how to do the workout. Two, we're going to show you how to set up your own home gym. It's very easy to do. And also want to help you just make this part of your lifestyle so you can start feeling better, losing weight, looking better, and be proud of yourself because you're actually doing it. So I'm proud of you for doing this. Let's get after it. First of all, I'm going to show you how to set up the gym. Super easy. Okay, so the best would be to have 3 different rubber cables, and the thicker the cable, the more the resistance. So you want to have one that's thicker and harder, want to have one that's medium, and then want to have one that's easy. If you have a variety of them, that also allows you to let different people in the family work out and do the same workout if they have different strength levels. Ideally, you would get some where you can just interchange the handles. That way, if you can't afford to buy more than one handle, you can just switch this handle out and put it on this one. But hopefully you have handles for all of them because that way it makes it quick and efficient. What I like to do is put an eye bolt right into the base, right above the baseboard. You need to find a stud, obviously, but put that eye bolt in there securely into a stud and then hook a carabiner to it. Then what you do from there is you simply open the carabiner, stick the rubber cord in, and now you have an anchor that you can pull or push from. I would do the exact same thing either in the middle of the wall, about mid-abdomen height, or you can use this if you don't want a big hook in the middle of your wall. This right here, this portion actually goes into the door. When you close the door, it's locked in, and the rubber cable goes through here, and then that is your anchor point to either push or pull from. And then definitely have to have one at the very top, up in the ceiling, right where the ceiling meets the wall. Make sure that the spacing is appropriate. And the last 2 things, you will obviously want to have an exercise ball. We're going to be going over some things with that. And then if you want to get more advanced with pull-ups, get a pull-up bar. You can buy all of this equipment online. You can buy it at Walmart, Sports Authority, Dick's Sporting Goods, wherever you want. And I would say you should be able to get all 3 cables, pull-up bar, exercise ball, and carabiners and eye bolts for less than $100, and you should be good to go. Okay, these things are really cool because if you don't want a permanent fixture on your wall like an eye bolt, then this just hooks into any single door. So what you're going to do is you're going to open the door until the space over here with the hinges is wide enough to fit this in. Slide it inside, close the door. As long as the door closes, give it a little tug till it's snug, and you're good to go. Then all you do is simply take this, feed it through here until it's in the middle, and you've got yourself an anchor point that you can pull from. The other thing that we're gonna hook up in the door is gonna be the pull-up bar. Now, this pull-up bar simply goes through like this. This part sits on top, and then make sure the pad's resting on the side of the door and it's centered. Give it a tug and make sure it's solid before you start doing your pull-ups. And if you want to, you can use this instead of a carabiner in the top. And what you'll do is simply take the rubber cable and put it over that, and then you can do pull downs from this direction as well. So whichever one you want to do. And the last thing I want to show you is just simply hooking it up to the very top eye bolt and carabiner. And so it's about, on my wall, about 4 inches out. If you have a bigger room and you want to put it farther out with more space, that's completely fine. But I'd recommend about 4 inches between the wall and the eye bolt where you anchor it. And it's as simple as pushing that in and getting it even, and then you've got a place to push or pull from. Some of the names of these exercises may not be the technically correct name, but the reason I name these exercises this, like push down, pull down, is just so it's very easy to understand and easy to remember. So if you're not watching this video and you're looking at your workout sheet, or you print off a sheet from the website or whatever it is, then you can recognize those names and be associated with those. So I'm going to show you each workout, and if necessary, if there's a way to show you a beginner, intermediate, and advanced on each one, I will. But understand there's some exercises that there's just really only one way you can do it, and it's going to be more of a mediocre. It's not going to be extremely hard or extremely easy. If you have knee problems, leg problems, back problems, whatever, and you cannot run in place, you need to at least be marching in place. And so just get your knees up as high as you can and keep the hands moving. You always want to go opposite hand to opposite leg, just like that. And the goal of this is just to be going as fast as you possibly can. Intermediate is just going to be a jog, but again, you want to get the legs up as high as you can. And advanced is as quick as you can possibly move your hands and legs and get the knees up as high as possible. When you do this, you want to contract your abs, keep your core tight. Your arms are going to go up. Understand there's a lot of slack there, it depends on how tall you are. Let the arms go up, and as you pull down, everything stays contracted in your core. Pull your elbows down to your sides. You're not pulling it back, you're not pulling it forward. You're pulling your elbows directly down to your sides and then back up. The way you can make this harder is to simply use a thicker, more resistive band. In the Superman, you're laying on your belly, contract your core, contract your glutes, and you can bring both arms and both legs up. To make it more advanced, you can alternate arms and legs, so right hand with left leg and vice versa. And then if that is too difficult, leave the hands on the ground and just move the feet, or leave the feet on the ground and only move your hands. With the calf raises, if you have not been working out at all, or it's been years since you've actually done any workout, go ahead and start in a seated position. Sit on the ball so you have to contract your core to stay stable. But all you're going to do is just push off from your toes and back down. Just push those heels off the ground like this. It may seem very, very easy, but start here if you have not been working out. And then work yourself into the next one. With intermediate, you want to put your hands on a wall. And as you raise your calves, as you push off your toes, you want to reach as high as you can. If you have a shoulder problem, simply put that arm down and reach with the opposite hand. With advanced, you want to jump as high as you can, staying controlled. Don't fall, don't hurt yourself, but you want to find a place where you can jump and reach as high as possible and reach for that point every single time you jump. So in the beginning one, you've got something to support yourself. You've got the exercise ball here to put a hand on in case your balance isn't that great yet. When you step back, you want to step back, and as you sit down, you want the weight to be on your heel, and you want to focus on putting the weight in your glute, so your knee does not shoot forward past your toes. Your knee is going to be right over your foot, and you're going to sit back and down, and you're going to come right back up with that foot, and then back like this, and you're going to do all right leg for half the time, and then you would switch the ball, and you would do everything with your left leg for half the time with the exact same form. Standing row, you do not want to be leaning back. You're not leaning all forward like this. Your back is straight up, abs are tight and contracted, arms are out and stretched. And then as you pull, you're going to contract your shoulder blades, so squeeze the shoulder blades and pull the hands into your belly. as you pull it in, you're going to turn your hands from neutral to here. Like this. If you're unable to do a push-up on your knees, then the next easiest thing would be to do it against the wall. Remember, form is still key. You still want to contract your core, still want to keep your hips and your glutes tight, and your hands are going to be a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Feet back at a point where you're at an angle and there's enough pressure in your chest to make it worthwhile. And then simply bend at the elbows. Keep the elbows to the side so it's not in here. Elbows go to the side as your chest goes towards the wall, and then you push back out. You do not need to go any farther than about 90 degrees, and no need to smash your face against the wall. With the intermediate push-up, you want to contract your abs, contract your glutes, and make sure that your whole core is straight. With the advanced push-up, your butt is down, your body is in a straight line, your core and your glutes are both contracted, and you do a push-up down to where your chest touches, and you go back up. When you're doing a squat, you want your feet to be shoulder width apart, slightly wider, and you want your toes tiny bit pointed out. And when you sit back, you want to sit back on your heels and push your butt out as you go down and then come back up. If anything, you want to push your legs outward a little bit, not in. So you don't want the squat to look like this, okay? It would be better to have it go outward a little bit more as you sit back. And also you don't want to be on your toes. So this is not a squat because you're going to be off balance. You want to sit back on the heels, fire the glutes, and sit down into a squatting position, and then come back up. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you on a chair, and we're going to show you without a chair, and then advance will be jumping. Okay, so when you reach back for these cables, you don't want to do some of the crazy stuff with your shoulders. So when you reach back, you're just going to pull down, turn your hands, and just press them directly down. Your feet want to be shoulder width apart. Contract your abs, keep your core tight, and your hands are going to stay clenched around. Don't open the hands, keep it closed, and let it come up. So your elbows are at 90 degrees, and then push directly back down. If you have shoulder problems, you can do less range of motion and focus on the triceps, or you can hold one stationary and work on the isometric muscles on that arm and allow the other one to do its thing. Understand that every time you move your legs, you are incorporating your lower abs. And so this is going to be getting your lower abs and your upper abs because you're moving arms and legs. If the bicycle is too hard, then simply put the feet down and then raise the opposite leg to opposite hand. So left leg comes up as the right elbow touches it, and then switch. If that is still too difficult, then lay there with your hands on the carpet and simply get used to raising your legs. Remember, keep your core tight and try to think about the lower abs and engaging those muscles every time you pick up your leg, so it's not your leg muscles doing the job. So when you sit down on the ball, remember, it's bouncy, it's going to want to jump out from under you. So sit down on it, keep your legs shoulder width apart, and then let the ball roll underneath you as you lay back. For the intermediate crunches, do not grab your head and pull your head. You're going to mess up your neck. Instead, you can put your hands across your chest, or you can put your hands right here by your shoulders, and all you're going to do is just squeeze the top part of your abs and just come up and then back down. Keeping your core tight and your legs stiff. With the advanced crunch, you want to actually drive your glute, your butt cheek, into the ball as you do a crunch, and you're going to bring the opposite arm to this leg. So I'm going to be here, and I'm going to drive my right hip into the ball as I contract the whole right side of my abs, and I'm gonna take my left elbow towards my knee. Back to neutral, and then do it again on the opposite side. Back to neutral. Make sure you go to neutral every time and make it one distinct motion. So don't get sloppy and start bouncing back and forth. Your abs are gonna get burnt better and work better if you're doing this slow and controlled versus bouncing all around on the ball. All right, everybody, if you have any questions with any of these workouts, please feel free to contact us so we can help you. Now, remember, these exercises are meant to be an introductory to get you ready for T3. Get you from that point where working out sucks, it's painful, you hate it, you're not doing it ever, to where it's actually part of your lifestyle and you're ready to rock for a workout program like T3. So saying that, remember, you're gonna be doing this 20 seconds of exercise, 20 seconds of rest. And you're gonna do that 3 times for each exercise. There's 6 exercises per day. There's only 2 days of workouts, which means that you go Monday, Tuesday, skip a day, Thursday, Friday, or you can pick any days of the week you want, but you need to go 2 days in a row, skip a day, then 2 days in a row. Now, the way you know you're ready for T3 is if you can do all these things at least the intermediate level and it starts to become easier for you and you're looking for a bigger challenge. Now, at that point, you can either do it for 30 seconds of workout and 10 to 20 seconds of rest, or you can go directly into T3. Understand that exercise, although extremely important, is not the most important part of your health. It's only one of the 5 essentials. And Maximize Living has a 5 essential healthcare delivery system, and that's how we get the serious results that we're able to get. So if you are somebody watching this that is not currently part of a Maximize Living family, then I would urge you to find the closest Maximize Living doctor to you. And the most important thing you can do is to get your nervous system checked. And you do not do that at the average chiropractor. You definitely don't do that at a medical doctor or a hospital. You need to go to an ML office. Go to the website, MaximizeLiving.com. Not only can you find a doctor there, they've got different workouts, recipes, all kinds of great information. It's an awesome website. This is Dr. Baker reminding you that when it comes to your health, you deserve nothing but the best.